The images that we've seen, the details, tough for anybody to really wrap their heads around. In the Middle East, we know the war happening. There are other parts of the world as well. Parents do face a significant challenge with how to talk to kids about this sort of thing. Their children are seeing those images on TV and social media.
We talk about this with our kids, right? How do we protect our children from the violent images on TV and on social media? As WRAL's Grace Holland reports, a Cary child psychologist offers answers.
Violent images and sounds of war are now quickly shared around the world on TV and social media devices.
I do think this time the images are just very shocking and very saddening.
Child psychologist Dr. Kristen Wynn says it's a challenge for parents to know what their young children and adolescents see and how it affects them.
Obviously, as parents, it's a time when you might want to be more aware of how much screen time your kids are having.
Wynn advises parents of young children to protect them from graphic images and specific details of violence. Be proactive and inquisitive.
Even for older kids and teens, it's still helpful to start with open-ended questions about what are they seeing, what questions do they have.
Younger children may have feelings they can't express.
So for our younger kids, we really need to reassure them that they are safe. And while this is a terrible tragedy that's happening in the world, that's far away.
She says research shows 14 minutes of watching negative news on TV or devices can correlate to depression and anxiety. Open family discussions may be valuable for your child.
It's helpful just to keep those conversations going and again, just kind of peek at what they're looking at and suggest they shift gears, especially if you can tell they're starting to get a little overwhelmed.
Grace Holland, WRAL News.
And one more piece of advice from that child psychologist, Dr. Wins. She says if parents have a child who is suddenly struggling to fall asleep at night or maybe having nightmares or even difficulty concentrating, consider seeking professional help.